Before you scroll, pause for a second and really feel this. Someone younger than you cannot stop thinking about you. This is not a passing crush, not a random spark, not a little moment that disappears by tomorrow. It is deeper than that, and part of you already knows it. You may have felt it in the way they look at you, in the silence that becomes charged when you are near, or in the strange pull that shows up for no clear reason. Maybe you tried to ignore it. Maybe you told yourself you were reading too much into it. But what if you are not? What if your heart noticed the truth before your mind was ready to admit it? Stay with me, because what you are about to hear may explain the energy around you in a way that suddenly makes everything make sense. There is someone younger, someone who sees you in a way you may not even see yourself, and their feelings are not light, casual, or confused. They are real. They are growing. And they are tied to three powerful reasons that go far beyond looks, age, or timing. If you have felt a strange connection lately, do not brush it away too fast. What comes next may be exactly what your spirit needed to hear today, and the last part may reveal why this bond feels so different from anything you expected. There is a warmth around you right now, and even if you have not fully named it, you have been sensing it. It moves quietly around your life, like a soft current, gentle but steady, almost like an unseen presence trying to get your attention. You may have called it coincidence. You may have told yourself it was only wishful thinking. You may have even laughed at the idea that somebody younger could feel something serious for you. But the truth is, this connection is not made up in your mind. What you have been picking up is real. Someone younger has developed feelings for you that run much deeper than surface attraction. You stay on their mind in the morning, in the middle of their day, and in the quiet moments at night when they are alone with their thoughts. Even when life keeps them busy, your presence returns to them again and again. There is something about you they cannot shake, something they do not fully understand, yet do not want to lose. And if you have been questioning whether this message could really be for you, that doubt makes sense. Hurt teaches people to doubt good things. Disappointment teaches people to lower their expectations. Past pain teaches people to expect silence where love should be. But not every new feeling is a trick. Not every new connection is false hope. Sometimes your heart knows before your fear allows you to believe it. And this may be one of those moments, so do not click away, because the reason they feel this strongly is more meaningful than you think. Maybe you have looked at yourself and wondered what a younger person could possibly see in you. Maybe you have told yourself your best years are behind you. Maybe you believe your light is not as bright as it once was. But those thoughts are often built from old wounds, not from truth. The truth is that you carry something powerful. Your presence changes the air in a room. People feel it, even if you do not, because you live inside yourself every day and have become used to your own energy. But others notice. They notice the depth in your eyes. They notice the calm in your voice. They notice how you listen in a world where many only wait for their turn to speak. They notice how your strength does not come from never being hurt, but from being hurt and still choosing softness, still choosing kindness, still choosing to heal. This younger person sees all of that. They are not drawn to you by accident. When they are near you, something inside them settles. They feel calmer. They feel safer. They feel more alive at the same time. And that mixture is rare. It is powerful. It is unforgettable. You may think you are ordinary because you wake up as yourself every day, but to them, there is something magnetic about the way you carry your life. There is wisdom in you that does not need to announce itself. There is beauty in you that does not beg to be seen. And that quiet power is exactly what has reached them. Keep listening, because the first reason they are falling so deeply may be one you have been overlooking all along. The first reason is peace. Your presence gives them peace, and in today's world, peace is more attractive than almost anything else. Life moves fast. People are overwhelmed. Many are carrying stress, pressure, confusion, and silent fear. This younger person may smile on the outside and still feel chaos on the inside. They may be surrounded by noise, expectations, and emotional uncertainty. But around you, that noise becomes softer. Around you, they feel like they can breathe. You do not always react to everything. You do not chase every drama. You have learned through life that not every problem needs panic, and not every moment needs to be forced. That steadiness has become part of your nature, and they feel it immediately. To them, you are not just attractive. You are grounding. You feel safe without being dull. You feel strong without being hard. You feel real in a world full of masks. That is why their feelings go deeper each time they are near you. They do not just like being seen by you, they like who they become in your presence. They feel more centered, more capable, more like themselves. And if you have noticed them lingering near you, finding small reasons to talk, offering help without being asked, or holding your gaze a little longer than normal, those are not random details. Those are the quiet actions of someone who feels drawn in by the peace you carry. They may not even have the right words yet, but their heart already knows. And stay with me, because the second reason is even more personal, and it may explain why they remember things about you that others forget. The second reason is that you make them feel seen in a way they are not used to. You ask about their life. You pay attention. You listen. You remember. These things may seem small to you because kindness has become natural to you, but to someone who often feels overlooked, those small things are everything. When they talk to you, they do not feel like background noise. They feel important. They feel valued. They feel that their words matter. That kind of attention creates deep emotional attachment, especially when it comes from someone whose energy feels warm, mature, and sincere. This is why they remember tiny details about you too. They replay conversations. They notice your expressions. They hear meaning in your pauses. They store away little facts about your life because, to them, nothing about you feels unimportant. If they soften their voice when they speak to you, if they seem nervous and calm at the same time, if they light up when you appear, if they ask subtle questions just to know more, those are signs, real signs. Their heart has quietly chosen you, and now their actions are beginning to reveal what they have been trying to keep contained. You may not be used to receiving this kind of attention. You may even doubt it when it happens. But doubt does not cancel reality. It only delays your ability to trust it. And here is what matters. They are not drawn to you because you flatter them or because they are bored. They are drawn to you because being with you makes them feel more real, more visible, and more alive. Do not miss that. Do not push it away too quickly. Because the next reason goes even deeper, and it changes the whole meaning of this connection. The third reason is your essence, not just your appearance, not just your age, not just the way you speak or move. Your essence, the full blend of everything that makes you who you are, the way you laugh when you forget to hold back, the softness in your eyes when you care, the quiet confidence you carry after surviving what once tried to break you, the stories inside you, the lessons you learned, the tenderness that still lives in you after disappointment. All of that comes together and creates something they feel on a soul level. They may have tried to explain their attraction in simple terms, but it keeps growing beyond logic. Each time they try to dismiss it, it returns stronger. Each time they try to move on, their thoughts come back to you. That is because this is not only about chemistry, it is about resonance. Something in you feels familiar to them in a timeless way. Something in your energy speaks directly to a part of them that wants depth, truth, and real connection. This is why age is not the problem your mind may try to make it. Age matters in practical ways, yes, but when two adults meet with honesty, respect, and emotional clarity, age alone does not decide whether a bond is real. It does not erase mutual understanding. It does not cancel tenderness. It does not stop two people from meeting each other in a meaningful way. What matters is how you treat each other. What matters is whether the connection brings peace, growth, and genuine care. And if this message is touching something deep inside you, do not ignore that feeling. It may be your heart recognizing what your fear has not yet allowed you to fully say out loud. You may already have seen signs and pushed them aside because they felt too subtle to trust. But look again. Has this person found reasons to be close to you when they did not need to? Have they remembered something small you once mentioned in passing? Have they looked at you with a softness that felt almost too intimate for the moment? Have they shown concern for you in ways that felt a little deeper than normal friendliness? Maybe they notice when your mood changes before anyone else does. Maybe they speak to you differently than they speak to other people. Maybe their energy shifts when you enter the room. These things matter. Attraction often reveals itself quietly before it becomes direct. And with feelings like these, people often hesitate because they fear rejection, judgment, or misunderstanding. This younger person may worry that you see them as too young, too inexperienced, or too far from your season of life. They may be holding back, waiting for the slightest sign that their feelings would not be dismissed. That is why your energy matters here. You do not need to rush. You do not need to force a love story into existence. But you can stay open. You can stay aware. You can let your body notice what your mind keeps trying to argue away. Because overthinking can choke a connection before it has the space to breathe. And love, especially unexpected love, needs room. So watch gently, notice carefully, feel honestly, because sometimes the quietest signs carry the deepest truth. And in a moment I'm going to tell you why this connection may also be waking something up inside you that you thought had gone silent. This connection is not only affecting them, it is touching you too, whether you have fully admitted it or not. There is something about their energy that stirs a part of you that may have been asleep for a long time. Their youth may not be what draws you most. It may be their openness, their enthusiasm, their hope, their way of still believing in what is possible. Around them, you may feel lighter, more awake, more curious about life again, more connected to parts of yourself that had become quiet under responsibility, routine, or disappointment. This does not mean you lose your wisdom. It means your wisdom meets fresh energy, and together something beautiful can happen. You offer depth, steadiness, and emotional understanding. They offer freshness, movement, and a reminder that life still has surprises waiting for you. That balance can be deeply healing. It can bring out qualities in both of you that would stay hidden in other connections. So if being around them makes you feel happy, nervous, excited, hopeful, or strangely peaceful, do not treat that as foolish. Joy is often a sign. Excitement is often information. The heart has ways of speaking long before the mind builds a full explanation. Still, remain grounded. Keep your boundaries. Move with care. Openness does not mean losing your self-respect. It means allowing truth to reveal itself instead of shutting the door before you even know what is there. And if you are still listening, this next part matters because it speaks directly to the fear many people feel when love arrives in a form they did not expect. One of the hardest things to accept is that love does not always follow the rules people try to place on it. Many connections that look perfect from the outside feel empty within, and many bonds that surprise everyone carry more truth than expected. So do not let social expectations decide for you before your own heart has had a chance to speak. Two souls can meet at different stages of life and still bring each other something rare and good. One may offer maturity, the other may offer new hope. One may carry deep understanding, the other may carry fresh fire. These differences do not always divide people. Sometimes they complete the balance both were missing. That does not mean every age gap connection is automatically right. It means you should not reject a real bond only because it arrived in an unexpected shape. The real questions are deeper. Is there mutual respect? Is there honesty? Is there emotional safety? Is there freedom, care, and clean intention? If the answer is yes, then you do not need to be afraid of what others might think before you even understand what is truly happening. Some of the most meaningful connections begin quietly, outside the script people expected you to follow. So give yourself permission to notice what is real instead of only what is acceptable to the crowd. And do not leave yet, because the next truth may hit the deepest of all. They are not just attracted to your presence, they are deeply interested in your story. This younger person does not only want your smile, your attention, or your time. They want your story. They want to know where you have been, what shaped you, what you survived, what made you strong, and what still makes you soft. To them, your past is not something to fear. It is part of what makes you beautiful. The chapters you lived through, the losses you carried, the victories you earned, the nights you thought you would never fully recover from, all of it has become part of the person they admire now. That kind of interest is rare. Many people want the easy version of someone, the polished version, the convenient version, but real love wants depth. Real love wants truth. Real love wants to know the whole person, not only the edited one. This is why being heard by them may feel healing. It is not only attraction, it is recognition. And being truly recognized can awaken self-worth that years of disappointment tried to dim. Sometimes someone new enters your life and sees you clearly before you can see yourself clearly again. Their admiration becomes a mirror. Their care becomes a reminder. Their attention says, without always using words, that your life matters, your presence matters, your voice matters. And if you allow this slowly, gently, honestly, it can reconnect you to parts of your own value that criticism and loneliness once buried. So if you feel emotional hearing this, that may be because something inside you knows it is time to stop seeing yourself only through the eyes of past pain. You may worry about the difference in age and what it could mean. You may fear becoming too important to someone younger. You may wonder if accepting their feelings would create imbalance or make you seem selfish. Those thoughts do not make you cold. They show that you have integrity. They show that you care. But there is an important truth here. Adults are capable of knowing their own hearts. Respect also means trusting another adult's ability to choose, to feel, and to decide what connection they want in their life. If your intentions are honest, if there is no desire to control, manipulate, or misuse the bond, then caring for each other is not wrongdoing. Healthy love is not built on age alone. It is built on truth, choice, respect, and responsibility. So if this person has reflected, felt deeply, and continued moving toward you in their heart, do not assume they are confused just because they are younger. Youth does not always mean shallow feeling. Sometimes it means they still have the courage to love before the world teaches them to hide it. And your hesitation does not need to become a wall. Let it become wisdom instead. Move slowly if needed. Ask honest questions. Watch for consistency. Notice their character. Let time show you what words cannot yet prove. Because real feelings become clearer, not weaker, when they are given healthy space. And what is growing here may be much more sincere than your fear first wants to believe. You are not being asked to rush. You are not being asked to force an outcome. You are simply being invited to stay open to what may already be unfolding. Let conversations happen naturally. Let the connection breathe. Let your heart observe without instantly shutting everything down. If you feel something, be honest with yourself about that too. You do not need to label everything in one day. You do not need to decide the whole future before one honest moment can even arrive. Love often grows best without pressure. It needs truth, not tension. It needs presence, not performance. So take away the need to control every detail. Let yourself notice how you feel after talking to them, how your body responds to their presence, how your mood changes when they appear, how your mind returns to them after the moment has passed. These quiet reactions carry wisdom, and if you sense that they are waiting for reassurance, even a small softening from you may be enough to give them courage. A warmer tone, a longer look, a little more openness. Sometimes the smallest signs create the safety another heart needs to speak. And if this connection is meant to deepen, it will not need force. It will need honesty. It will need patience. It will need two people willing to meet in the middle without pretending they feel nothing. Stay with me, because we are near the most important part, and this is where you remember who you are through all of this. You are beautiful, desirable, and deeply worthy of love, not despite your age, but with your age fully included. Time has not taken your value away. It has added to it. It has made you deeper, richer, wiser, more layered, more real. The lines on your face tell the truth of a life fully lived. The changes in your body speak of survival, endurance, growth, and becoming. None of that removes your beauty. It gives your beauty meaning, and this younger person sees that, maybe more clearly than you do. They see the strength you dismiss. They see the grace you overlook. They see the tenderness you treat as ordinary. They notice the way your presence comforts people. They notice the way your voice carries both softness and experience. They notice the glow that comes from having lived through enough to understand what truly matters. Let their way of seeing you challenge the old story that says love has passed you by. Let this be the moment you stop talking to yourself as if your season is over. It is not over. There is still warmth ahead, still connection ahead, still affection, desire, closeness, and emotional truth ahead. And if this bond is awakening happiness, excitement, and a gentle sense of possibility inside you, that is not something to be ashamed of. That may be life reminding you that your heart is still alive, still capable, still worthy of being chosen in a real and unexpected way. So carry this with you today. Someone younger may be thinking of you right now with real affection in their heart. They may smile when your name comes to mind. They may replay your words. They may hope for another chance to be close to you. They may be trying to understand why they feel so much, so quickly, so deeply. And the answer may be simpler than they think. They feel it because your soul touched theirs. They feel it because your presence brought peace where there was noise, attention where there was neglect, and depth where there was emptiness. They feel it because there is something timeless in you, something beyond numbers and labels, something that still knows how to love and be loved. If this connection is meant for your life, clarity will come. Truth will become visible. What is real will keep revealing itself. All you need to do is remain open, remain wise, and remain honest with your own heart. Let love arrive the way it arrives. Let life surprise you. Let this be the chapter where you stop assuming the best is behind you and start allowing yourself to receive what is trying to reach you now. And if this message found you at the right time, take this as your quiet affirmation. I welcome love with wisdom. I welcome truth without fear. I welcome what is meant for me. If that speaks to you, stay present, trust what you feel, and remember this. Sometimes the most unexpected love is the one that sees you most clearly of all.